What's up, y'all?
But what up,
Hey.
What's poppin'? How y'all doing?
Yeah, how you doing?
Y'all cute.
Okay. Y'all came ready to go. Thank you so much for joining us for our podcast, our taped podcast today, Bold Girl Magic. Oh. This is a big day for us, though. Normally the podcast, you just listen to it, but this is just our second time actually having an audience and taping it. This is really important and special to us. So first of all, we just want to thank you for being here for real. Yvonne took so long to figure out if she was going to wear this leather jacket or just go without it. Do you like the leather jacket choice?
I got here and it was cold, and I was like, the devil is a liar, so I put it on.
No, you look fabulous, Boo.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
You ready to bring this guest in?
I think we should do it, right now.
Right now. Okay, so obviously I feel like you all know who she is, but I still think it's worthwhile to just take a moment to just... there's so many great things you could say about her, but just a couple of the checklist things to say about what she's done and still doing, and the future is bright and it's just starting. I'm a fan, huh?
She's her publicist. Y'all didn't know
she paid me very well.
She on that 10%?
Right.
100,000 million?
201.
201,
well,
okay.
She's got her own. But Ayesha Curry is our guest today, and I'm really glad to have her on the show. There are so many things. I had to write it down. Obviously, she's got a beautiful family. The mother of two girls, Riley and Ryan. It was just Ryan's birthday.
Who wanted a child like Riley? Remember last year, you're like, oh, that's my daughter, right? She's giving side eye to the media. I'm not mad at this little girl, so they're doing something right.
Oh, the kids are cute, though.
The kids are all
the whole family's cute. She's wife to Stephen Curry, two-time MVP with the Warriors, recently a champion again with the Warriors. She is a multifaceted threat. She's on season 2 of Ayesha's Homemade on Food Network. Television star. She's an author, an accomplished author. The Seasoned Life Cookbook, which we have here as well. We need you to sign it. She's a businesswoman. She's got International Smoke Restaurant in San Francisco. I was there for the test kitchen and all that. And she's got a meal prep kit company coming out, and it's going to be called Homemade.
Homemade.
So there's more that you can even say, but just multifaceted threat, awesome person, and just a cool girl. Ayesha Curry. Come on over.
Curry.
Woo!
Hey all. I don't know whether to wave because it's podcast, but it's on video.
It's
so
on
this
video.
is like, wow.
All right. Welcome.
Hi guys.
Is she cute?
Thank you.
First of all, I'm trying to figure out what kids you
Ooh,
got.
right. Thank you.
What are you, a size 2?
No. Ooh, no.
I mean, you were well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm real nervous about having kids just because I don't know about my bounce back. I don't know if I have.
No, that's a real thing. That's that was my big thing. I gained a lot of weight with both kids, and getting back to feeling like your normal self is so hard.
What did you do?
I worked out, did boxing. I'm in the process now. I still have a little bit more to go, but by that point, I'm probably having another child.
I saw the pictures in Turks and Caicos. She was like, I still have a little bit more to go.
And those pictures in Turks and Caicos, the vacation she just came back from, both of you guys, you showing Steph showing you guys were fierce. Are y'all trying
Thank you.
Is there a modeling career
No.
in the future?
No, I think Mommy was definitely feeling herself a little bit.
Yeah.
Which I feel like as a woman, you're allowed to have those moments,
Yes.
right?
Turn up.
So I was feeling good that day.
Just that one day? Just that one day.
And so, when we take these pictures and we all know, a lot of times with ladies too, you take the one picture that gets up there, there's probably 30 before it.
Absolutely.
So who's taking it? You gave a lot of photo credit to Steph on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Is he directing you or you directing him?
No, I'm totally directing him. He drives me. I drive him nuts. He can't stand it. So somebody's got to take the picture.
Is it 50 and then only one turns out right?
Not that many.
Okay.
Not that. He only has the capacity. He's here, by the way.
Oh.
He only has he only has the capacity to take 10, and then he's like, I'm done. He's like one. He's like one. The first one was fine.
He takes 80 shots a game, but he can only take 10.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Come on. You better have some patience. Right.
That's
write it down.
I gave you one. That one's free. The first one's free.
All right, Ayesha. So we were talking about all the different ways that, you're in a way building an empire off the court, in your home, outside of the home, in the business world. And a lot of times I feel like for me even, you know, I have conversations with my friends and I'm like, God, I want to have it all. You know, I want to have this blossoming career. I want to build. I want to have something for myself. I also want family life. I also want the husband and the kids and all that. And, you know, you're just 28 and you're living that. And I don't want to imagine that it's all easy. How do you do that?
You know, it's really hard, and I feel like something that everybody strives for and always talks about is balance. But one thing I say is that there's not actually balance. It doesn't exist. Everyone's always searching for it, but it's never there. And so you have to find your own version of that and realize that everybody around you is stressed out. They're struggling in some way, whether they're worried about work or their kids. And so you just have to use that as your strength and like channel it in a different way and kind of use it to keep you going. And so that's what I do. I mean, my head's spinning. Oftentimes I don't know like what day of the week it is. I do, but it's a metaphor, you know what I'm saying? Yes, yes, it is. That's right. Right. You're like, where am I? I'm like, wait, it's Tuesday. I had to make sure it wasn't a trick question. But yeah, so you just use it to drive yourself, and so that's kind of what I've been doing.
Sometimes when I talk to ladies who are successful or that I admire, and I think that they're having it all. That's such a weird term, but it's a term.
So weird.
It's a weird term, but I speak to them and they say not often, all the time. It's not just women. Men say this too. The biggest thing is the partner that they chose. You know, the support of that. And I get to be around your husband a lot, being the Warrior sideline reporter, Steph. I mean, I think he's kind of busy too, you know? To
say the least.
So how do you make that work? And Yvonne, are you gonna? No, Steph's gonna come down. He's gonna leave. Stop it. So, you know, I've seen a lot about how women support their husbands, but now how does he support you? Also with the building of the empire you're having here.
It's crazy. He's my biggest supporter.
He's here. I couldn't believe it when you came to this podcast.
He's here. He honestly, I don't think that I'd be doing the things that I'm doing without his support. And I know everybody's probably like, well, duh. But no, in a totally different way. Like he's my driving force. He's my encourager, and when I say that when I have that feeling of I can't, he's like, no, you can, and guess what, you're going to, and I love you, but you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna thank me later, and 99.9% of the time, I'm thanking him later, so I love him for that, but he has his own busy schedule, and sometimes I look at him, and I'm like, I don't know how you do it, I don't know how you have the energy, because I've never heard him complain in a day in his life, honestly. And he always just keeps going. He just keeps moving. And so I try to take that from him. If anything, that's what I've learned from him is to not complain and to just keep going and worry about it later.
Awesome. That's awesome. Speaking of the love, because you all do have an amazing love story. You got married at 22.
I did, yes.
Did you feel that you were too young for love? Like, it's a three-part question.
Can you remember all the questions?
Did you feel this is my Oprah moment. So did you feel that you were too young for love? Because when me and Stedman, you
get a car.
No, uninterrupted is not paying that much.
We do not have that budget. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Did you feel that you were too young for love? B, like, how did you know you were ready, and how did you know Steph was the right one? And C, now at 28, you guys are coming up on your 6-year anniversary, end of July. What advice would you give to 22-year-old Ayesha?
So I think for me at 22, did I think I was too young getting married? No, absolutely not, or else I wouldn't have done it. But it was like one of those things that naturally progressed, and we'd known each other. I was going to say from time, that's so Canadian, but we've known each other for a very long time, since I was 14 years old. So no, I didn't, and you know, that family, we're so family oriented, and thinking back, I'm like, what were they thinking? But nobody from our family said anything either. Everything just progressed very naturally. And then, what was the second question?
See,
and how did you know Steph was the one? But you kind of answered that.
I knew he was the one. I didn't really have anything to go off of either.
So that's interesting. So that's
But
really
then, like,
interesting.
you only have one choice, or
That's
like,
also one of the perks of like finding your spouse really
So
young.
was he your first ever boyfriend?
Yeah.
You never had.
Yeah,
'cause there
I
was a
had
little
interest.
gap.
I definitely had interest.
Okay.
There's no
She was
secrets
like, no,
there.
they were feeling me.
There's no secrets
I knew
there.
he was the one because he literally was the only one.
So that was there, but I told him I loved him first, ladies.
Ooh, wait a minute. Let's unpack that. Let's unpack that.
Oh my gosh! On the next episode.
Yeah. So like, wait, did you feel some type of way doing that? Because I'm like, I don't think I.
Yeah, I did because he didn't say it back.
Ooh,
Really? But he had this long, logical. I appreciate him for it because one, he didn't lie to me. Two, he had an explanation. He said, "I want to really I don't want to just say it because you said it. Like, I want to really say it and mean it." And so when it did happen, it meant so much. And I think that made me appreciate him as a person because I knew he was serious. Like, there was no, forcing you into this or, just because. He really meant it. And so I think that was special. And that was the moment that I realized, oh, my goodness, this is the guy for me.
That's
But
a
in that
really
moment,
cool
okay.
reaction though, because I feel like.
Oh no, I cried my way home.
Yeah, I was like,
called my mom and I was like,
no, that's beautiful. But as a girl, you like, so I'm gonna tell you I love you.
You're right. At what
Someone's car is
point?
getting burnt down. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Jesus
Are you
still working on me? I don't know. I'm like, so you're not gonna say it back? I'm joking. Like, you know what I mean?
no, there was definitely those emotions.
Right.
Trust me.
Cool.
Pick your face up off the floor moment. I don't even think it's just a girl
Pick
thing
your
either.
heart up off the
I
floor.
feel like
Yeah.
it happens to guys too. Whoever says it first,
True.
you've made yourself vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I think there's so much pressure on wanting to hear it back.
But all's fair in love and basketball.
No, don't encourage her. Don't encourage her. She wanted to get that in today so bad.
Yo, I'm gonna work a love and basketball reference in every episode.
I was
Who you
like,
taking
Yvonne,
to the
don't
prom?
force
Who
it.
you
Just let it go.
Of course I do.
Dear Q, you are so fine. Please let me take you to the straightforward. Don't get me started. You know what? No.
Last time we did a taped episode, we did it with Gabrielle Union, who's in the actual movie Love and Basketball.
And I need more lines than she did.
We had a whole contest
I
planned
did.
out. We were like, okay, we're gonna have a fun game with Gabby. We're gonna have quotes like her actual lines, and we're gonna start it, and she's gonna have to finish it. And we would be like, we'd do a line, and then Gabby would be like,
She was like, I was like, you were at the game, sitting on the bench. She was like, I need you to watch other movies.
right.
She realized that. Have you seen?
She's like, I'm on a show currently. You know any of those lines?
Well, I mean, it's probably hard for she is in like 30 movies.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What was question 3?
Question 3 was, what
Oh, what would I
advice-
tell my 22-year-old self
Yeah,
at
that you
my
know
age
now after 2 kids with almost 6 years.
I would tell myself to do more before I had children. When you have kids, you don't realize how much you can get done in a day. And I oftentimes, all the time actually, ask myself, what the heck was I doing before? Because I've gotten more done now with 2 children than I did, before. And he says the same thing. It's like, why can we accomplish? I think your brain grows. So get ready, ladies.
You know what?
Get ready.
Like, my biggest fear with having kids is the birthday parties. Like,
oh my
I'm not
gosh.
capable. Like, I'm like when it's time for my birthday, I'm like, yo, I guess let's have a dinner or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking, like, my birthday's on Saturday, and then like Friday, I'm like, we should do something, and it's like no one's available. Well, I guess I'm not doing nothing. Like, so for a kid, I feel like I will let them down.
My daughter turned 2 yesterday, actually.
You're around me.
I know, and luckily she's 2, so she wasn't. We were singing Happy Birthday, and she was singing with us. She didn't realize what was going on.
It's for you.
But our other daughter, our oldest daughter, Riley, she turns 5 next week, and she started inviting people to her party last year. After she's like, "You can come to my party." I'm like, "What party? What party?
What you're throwing, Mom?
So now we have to throw her a
What's the
party.
theme that
It's a unicorn tea party in our backyard. It's like, this is the thing. They're young. You can just throw things together.
Right.
It's all right.
Is that right? Because I feel
Yeah.
like the pressure, the heat is
I
on
think
because
you
they
have
go to
until
other people's
12,
parties.
13.
It's a lifetime thing. I don't know. That's what they say.
Yeah, we have no recollection of this thing you speak of.
But your kids have so much personality. Like, not for nothing, like, you kind of can't take your eyes off of them when you have a glimpse of them on camera or when you're hanging out. And obviously, being around you guys, I see the response when Riley comes to a game.
Yeah.
Like, is it is it strange? Is it cool, the response the kids are getting?
It's strange. And I think being a parent, it's also a little bit alarming because at the end of the day, it's our child. They don't really have a say in what's going on. It's not like they said, hey, I want to do this, Mom. So for me as a mom, it's a little bit alarming.
Do people try to touch them?
Yeah, it's so strange. Or they'll there was even one time where somebody came and peeked in the stroller and said, hey, can I get a picture with you? And I was like, excuse you.
She's one.
No, we're good, thank you.
Right.
So there's those moments. But at the end of the day, I can't tell you, through my book tour, how many people I came across that said, I was having a really bad day and this made me so happy. And so I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll take the good with the bad and everything's gonna be okay. So yeah, it has its good and bad parts, I guess.
Where do they get the personality from?
Yeah.
Though? Because both you and Steph, if you're into Ayesha and you know that she's got a big personality, well, I think a big personality. You're funny, you're interesting, a little quirky.
Thank you.
Steph's also very silly and quirky. And sometimes I feel like we're not doing a good enough job of showing that on the basketball side. He's got that too. So the kids
silly.
get that from both of you?
Yeah. So Stefan's the social butterfly. So he's very comfortable in situations like this. I right now am faking it until I make it. So right now I'm sitting here, my armpits are sweating. I'm sorry if it smells.
You're fine. That's the wing.
See, there's the weird thing.
We're going to get you on season 3 of Insecure.
Yes, please.
Okay, great.
The cameras are rolling.
I actually have no power to do that. Hey, you're watching this. I think you should be great. I saw the first episode of Ballers.
You saw it already?
Yeah, we've been doing some stuff. I saw some stuff. I'm not gonna spoil
I want to see it. I haven't got to see it yet.
Okay. We're doing some press tours.
Oh, that's sick.
It was you're gonna enjoy it.
Okay.
You guys were fun.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Hey, so
It's not my show. It's not my show.
Little Ballers. And she's going to be on Insecure Season 3. We've got 2 spoilers already. So exciting.
HBO, welcome to the family. Welcome to the HBO family.
Thank you.
Unofficially, officially. But so where do they get a personality from? Is it from both of you?
I think both of us. So I think Riley's more like Stefan. Ryan is me. So I'm just goofy, flat out just goofy. Sometimes don't make any sense. And that's my youngest, Ryan. Riley, she has this sassiness to her, and there's wit there.
So you're
and
calling
that's all him.
Sassy.
He's
You're calling him
sassy.
sassy. Okay.
Not the right word.
Sassy,
man.
yeah. So sassy and
He's
Sassy
super
Steph.
witty, and he can think quick on his feet.
Yeah.
oh, cool.
But what about you and that Gina Jamaica Instagram account? Can we hear the accent, please?
Oh my God! What do you want me to say?
What's for dinner tomorrow? Next time you're home?
You know, me have plantain and oxtail and rice and peas. Everything tastes so nice, you see? My grandma's Jamaican.
Love it. I'm like, why do I feel like we Gina right
Gina
now?
is actually who I really am. I don't know who this person is.
Bring her out. Please bring her out more. She's so much fun.
Gina needs to live her best life. Let's
She
not hide
does,
her.
yes.
Let's not
Like,
hide her.
That's
You're
gonna be
like-
the title of your next book.
Mine?
Yeah.
That's all I'm about right now.
I know.
Live your best life.
I feel like Joel Olsen has that taken.
Well, I know Oprah made it up.
Joel, like, your best life now.
Can you let me shine? This is our podcast.
Shine,
It's our podcast.
It is what it is. Yes. But speaking of singing, your daughters were singing. They were singing Hamilton.
Oh yes.
And I know you have the soundtrack on steady repeat.
Yes.
So it's 3 of us, and there are 3 Scholar sisters, and I just feel like we should look around, look around, look around.
Wait, where are you coming in? Who are you?
Isn't it so great to live in New York? I don't know how to
See, we're in Manhattan, and we just happen to be in the greatest city in the world.
I can't hit that high note.
I can't either, but that never stopped the African.
Can I just say? All right, can I just say? Can I say? Look around, look around. That'll be my part.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I saw Hamilton. I'm not a singer.
Work, Angelica.
work.
You're
No,
Eliza.
we're just singing. We're just singing the chorus.
I thought you did your research.
No,
Listen,
no, I
have
did.
you been to the? Have you been?
When you take me,
it's gonna be here in
great.
August.
No, we're going
in August.
Like no, with you.
Oh, in August.
Yes,
we'll go in August.
We'll go in August. You heard that? You take me to Hamilton. I'll try to get you on the show.
Perfect. That sounds like a great trade-off to me.
Negotiation. Yes, this is how the art of the deal. Oh no, is that Donald Trump? Nah, not the art of the deal. No. Edit that out.
This is live your best life.
Yes, this is ham for all. So okay,
you guys are doing a lot of cool things though.
Thanks, Ros.
Oh yeah, well, I'm just watching like all these different things that you're doing, whether it's going to Hamilton or doing Ham for All, or
Ham for all, yeah.
your book tour, or the meal kit, or starting the restaurant, or doing the show, or being a mom, or going to the games. Like sometimes we don't understand like the work it takes to do that. And you mentioned early, you said some people think, well, duh, being Steph's wife, that might be a help. It definitely is a help and a platform. But I'd like you to explain too the work, sweat equity that you have to put into it as well.
No, I'm busting my butt. Ros, like you are too. I'm busting my butt. And people are like, well, you have all these doors open for you. Yes, sure, the doors open, that's great, but you have to walk through them, right?
Yeah, you better breathe.
You have to do whatever it takes to like remain in the room. And so all of that leg work and all of that back work and all of the struggle, on the behind the scenes that nobody's ever talking about is there. And I mean, it just takes so much hard work, but it's all worth it. It's good things, nothing to complain about. Absolutely. But I'm busting my butt.
She's like, I work hard. I need y'all to know.
I know. And it makes me think about the partnership too, that one gives to one gives to the other, this and that. And we were actually talking about it before, and I wanted to make sure to get this in. So I was at the NBA Awards, and Drake does a skit, who's a really good friend of all of you guys, and he does a skit where he's
the Get Out.
It's Get Out, and it's kind of playing on the idea that like you're telling Steph what to do or that he's whipped, and it's a conversation that might come up sometimes around Steph because he's so supportive of you and stuff like that. I want to get your opinion on, first of all, is whipped a bad thing? Would you call him whipped? And then do we need to reframe the conversation and the way we talk about when a man works with his wife as a partner and listens to her? Is that so bad?
Yeah, it's something that truly baffles me. And the skit was fine. It was all in good fun. It's hilarious. And, from their perspective, they're like, well, we know you, so it's funny. It's like, it's funny. It's not actually true. It's funny. But I'm like, some people out there think that's true. Just like some people thought I paid $50,000 for some box braids.
Yeah, I read that and I was like, she's Jamaican, y'all. Ain't no way. She got
people believe,
a baby on their back.
People truly believe, like, whatever. I mean, let's look at our president, right? People just believe what's put in front of them and say, okay. But I no, he's not. I don't know where that line was. No, not at all. I don't know where that line was blurred of like when somebody's respectful towards somebody, it means that they're like, it's the old ball and chain. And it's not that at all. Sometimes there'll be functions and I'll be like, aren't you going to go? He's like, no, I actually want to stay home. And I'm like, okay.
I want to go.
Well, I was at a charity event, Chris's, where Ayesha came on stage and actually had a lot of fun, kind of poking fun at the idea. The Warriors team, when they won the championship, they all went to Vegas to celebrate, and you came on stage.
The mac and cheese.
Was that real?
You stayed home because of the mac and cheese.
Wait, were you joking?
I was absolutely joking.
Mac and cheese sauce? Because I need that recipe.
Okay, so what happened was I was trying to do what comedians do, where they like make up things and embellish
it the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
She was like, the reason why Steph didn't go.
Thank you.
She's great.
I just believe, okay, that's funny, because I was like, oh,
I
damn,
bricked.
I
bricked. It was not a good try at being a comedian from
But you clearly. You could be. I got stage time. We can work this out. But speaking of mac and cheese, we're single. I know it's so crazy to us too. Oh, you got a man?
No. I'm here. Do you know somebody?
I thought she was saying that I'm the only single one. I was
no. I want this advice too.
They say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Well, I'm African. It's through my stomach too. But
right?
So, you know, as a single girl, I may or may not go to Trader Joe's and get the frozen food and like doctor it up.
That's
there's
fine.
like someone coming
Edamame
up.
fried rice is
Right.
where it's at.
You know, especially if I have a boo coming over, I may splurge for like the shrimp shuma. I don't know. But what is a go-to meal that, you know, single girls, we're asking for friends, can make to make sure like their boo feels like, oh, they got a real one?
So I've tried this one time and time again with like my friends
It's
and my
funny,
cousins.
she has an answer right away.
Okay. We're trying to get chose,
I
Ayesha.
didn't see these questions.
We're trying to get chose. Okay.
I've like tested this out time and time again with like my cousins and my girlfriends who are single as well, and they like this is now their go-to.
Okay.
And in the book, there's this apricot glazed salmon recipe, you put all the vegetables that are in season, whether it's corn, zucchini, squash, whatever, greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes. But you put it. It's a one dish meal, and the glaze on top is 3 ingredients. It's garlic, soy sauce, and apricot jam. You mix it up, nobody knows. Well, now they do. You pour it on top of the fish and you pop it in the oven for 15 minutes, and it's perfect. It's like so bomb. Put some rice in the rice cooker, zest a lemon or a lime into the rice, a pinch of salt, a pat of butter. Mix it up.
What's a pat?
A pat.
That sounds Jamaican. I don't know.
A pat
What's
is a tablespoon.
Why don't you just say that? See that?
Sorry, I wasn't trying to. That was super extra.
She got a cookbook.
right now.
Then she gonna make
That
up
was super extra.
a pat.
Okay, she
You
made up
didn't
her
pinch
own
it no more?
terms.
My grandma used to do a pinch. Now she got a pat.
That was really extra.
Is that like a LeBron James like pat of seasoning? Like,
It's a salt bay.
Okay.
oh, it's a salt bay? Okay.
Sprinkle me. See,
You just wait till I get a book.
But, you know, if you don't feel like measuring, I'm about to be a plug right now.
Right.
If you don't feel like measuring things, you know, my meal kit service, Homemade,
you better let the Lord use you.
it's available. It's available right now.
Where is it available?
Cookhomemade.com.
Cookhomemade.com.
It's incredible. Everything's in there, ready to go. So you guys would get the couples box, right?
I don't understand. Like,
what are you trying to say?
No.
No.
Individually.
Who is you guys?
You get
Who is
the
you guys?
couples
Well,
box.
I wasn't even upset with that. I thought she was trying to play us
Separately to
because we had
your
just said we
homes.
were single.
I mean, I know, but
Like,
she's trying to get
she
us
was like, why would you need a couples box if you don't have a man?
so we can get a man.
You need the couples box because you're cooking for the other person.
That's it.
You get 2
when
meals.
you swipe on Twitter, that's what happens.
You get 2 meals. So
Yvonne, what kind of show do you think this is?
I'm just messing with you.
2 meals, 2 meals in a box, right?
Okay.
For 2 people each. So the first meal you cook that first night, everything's measured, so it's just dump and stir.
Dump and
Comes
stir.
with a recipe
I like
card.
that.
It's better than the other guys out there. The other guys.
The other guys.
So
unnamed.
I'm not allowed to say names, but we're better than the other guys
Okay,
because we have fewer steps, better ingredients, quality. And the recipes are super easy.
And
they don't lack flavor.
Is there going to be a Caribbean flair to it too?
In the future, yeah, in the future.
We appreciate the 1-year free subscription you just gave us. I just think that was so bomb of you. And when I come back next year with my man, I'm just gonna be.
I'm gonna send you guys a box for real though.
Thank
and
you.
you gotta.
You know I'm on the road all the
I
time.
know, so I gotta see when you're gonna be home.
It's even to be
I'm home
it's
tonight.
hard-
I got nowhere. I got nowhere to
She
go.
lives in LA.
We ship on Monday, so next Monday I will
Okay.
send you a box.
And
She's
then
like,
the
I'm-
following Monday,
she's like,
I'm gonna send you a tweet. Me and my book. All I need is this girl. I don't know why.
That's why there's 2 meals in a box, right? Because he comes over the first night, sees how good it is, and then he comes back for the next.
Ayesha Curry feeding all the single hungry girls
Yes,
around
that's
the
it.
nation.
Listen, for
Sending
60
boxes.
cents a day, they were trying to feed Africans. So Ayesha can feed
No,
us.
for sure. Well, yeah,
Yes,
African sisters.
the Africans.
For sure.
We're
You know what?
Nigerian.
You've got like
Everyone
a
gets like.
whole bunch of ethnicities.
I do.
in
You know
as
what I
well.
found out? My dad is my
Are you
dad.
Nigerian?
If you say yes, girl, we about to.
No. Cameroon? Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Why? Why?
I just found out.
You were part of the African family.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
you know Nigerians, we're bougie. So any other country, you're like,
we're
that's where you're from. That's so unfortunate. Sorry. It's okay if you want to jump over. I will.
It's so good.
No, I mean,
We're
she's
so bougie.
good. She's good. Yeah. Her Nigerian accent versus your Jamaican one.
Let's do it.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Okay.
No,
It's an accent off. All right, one real
An
quick.
accent off?
An accent off. We're just gonna do one clip. Your best impression of your mom or auntie or some family member scolding you. Okay? And we're gonna let Yvonne go first because I know how good you are. So we'll let Ayesha
Wait.
gather herself
What are they
for a
scolding
second.
us about, though? I need a scenario.
Well, in Nigerian culture, probably getting an A- on a test.
Okay. Okay. I got it.
And
A minus. What is the meaning of the minus?
but the other students got B's. I have the highest grade.
Other students. So you think we brought you to America for you to get minus? I will minus your head.
That is so true. That is good.
It doesn't make any sense.
Look, I'm like,
No, Ayesha, you got this.
You got Ayesha.
wait, so is mine the test things too? Because Jamaicans, we don't really care about that too much.
It could be anything that you can do.
All right.
Anything.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Oh, you know what we get in trouble for?
What?
Not taking the meat out of the freezer and putting it into the sink before our parents get home.
Okay.
What? Oh, what is? Oh, what? Cheryl! Bring your ass downstairs! Oh, what is? Bring me the pot spoon! And then it's all a wrap from that because you're getting a whooping.
That's it.
There's not much said.
There's no much talking. I think
If
you're
we're
right.
getting in trouble.
Why is it always a spatula though? My mother is like, she threw a spatula in my chin one time. Girl, I made it. It's okay. Don't call nobody. She straight threw.
There's no
Raise
such
your
thing as
hand.
CPS
I'm
in
just-
these cultures.
This is a safe space. Who got spankings as a child?
Oh, somebody even did. I heard that. No, my mom like the dishwasher was never used. It was only used
Dishwasher?
to do what? The dishwasher was used to do what? To dry dishes. To this day,
You
we was
were
like,
doing the
wash
dang
wash
thing.
the
I
dishes.
was the dishwasher.
Yeah. So anytime,
We
like
had one and didn't use it.
even to this day, like turning on the AC, I'm like, well, how hot is it? Like, how hot? Like
You
I'm
like
just
adapted some of the.
No, like my glam squad came over the other day, and I was like, oh, you can turn on the AC behind the couch. They have been to my house for the last year. They were like, when did you get an AC?
Actually, okay. So in my mixed household, my dad is Nigerian, my mom is white. She's Russian and Jewish. That was one of there were a lot of cultural differences, but even that was probably they ended up getting divorced.
Because of the AC?
I think my dad was always cold. My mom was always hot. My mom would be opening windows. My dad would be closing them. She'd have the AC on. My father would come home. Pat, turn off the AC.
Because why? Because money grows on trees.
She's opening this. One time she opened the window and the rain came in and rained on her in the car. And my dad said, "That's good for you." He said, "Good for you."
Such an African man thing to
Such
say.
an African man.
Good for you.
You know, and even like it's so funny because immigrant kids, like whether it's a lot of times whether you're Indian, whether you're Chinese, whether you're Nigerian, it's a lot of the same kind of stories.
It's exactly the same.
Jamaican, anything. So, my dad too was a really traditional African man. And, basketball ended up being my vehicle, but he wasn't about it
Tell
so
the
much
story
later.
about when
Cooking?
he found when he found out that you could actually go to a good college
Oh,
and get a degree.
He is. I love to tell this story sometimes, but he is such a typical Nigerian for that. Like, basically, when I was growing up, my dad would always be like, Fatima, that's my middle name. Yeah.
You heard it first.
He would be, and my mom was always like, she was not an athlete, but she was always really passionate about like women's opportunities, and she set up the teams and stuff. So she'd drive us all over the country to play basketball. My dad would be like, Fatima, sit down and read your book. Your peers are becoming doctors and lawyers. What are you gonna do with basketball? And then he'd make me come in the kitchen and watch him cook. So I actually can season meat very well and can cook a few dishes.
That's where Ross stopped. Ross was like that. After I seasoned it, I gotta go ball. So that's
Just in case.
Then you went to Stanford.
And then I went and played basketball. But so he used to have me come in there and cook, and he would say, Fatima, who will marry you? Simple plantain you can't fry.
Dang, not even a plantain?
Dad, I'm 7, bro. I'm 6.
Instead of being around hot things,
I'm
fire.
6. So
You're
then-
6.
Right, I'm a
Oh
kid.
yeah. Dad expects you to like skin a chicken at 5. It's like
Right. So then but then basketball kept growing, and then I was able to get a scholarship to college at Stanford for
changed his
basketball.
mind,
He was
didn't
like, Fatima, he would go to the press conference or whatever it was, and he said, I have always supported my daughter's basketball.
No, the best part was
My daughter
when he
she is going to Stanford.
when like the admission things came in, and he was like, if you don't go to Stanford, I don't have a daughter.
Yeah. No, you know what you should do, because your accent is way better than mine.
It's so good.
So good.
But you spent time in Nigeria, right?
I was born in Nigeria. I'm a true Nigerian. Don't take me back. I got my passport. I don't nobody call Trump. Okay.
But you know what? Speaking of foreign places, as we continue on here, you were just in Turks and Caicos.
I was.
And I just want to know about the highlights of that. And also, I mean, I can imagine what some of the highlights might have been. During that time, Steph, also, we got to give some love, re-signed with the Warriors for $201 million.
Yes, congratulations.
Congratulations. Money's not everything, but we are proud.
I know,
of that.
that's like the weirdest thing in the
It's a
world to
weird-
me.
Go ahead. Why is it weird?
When everybody starts clapping.
So what? You know what? Instead of celebrating Steph's $201 million contract, let's celebrate the introduction of his twists. He's got a new hairstyle.
Yes, he does. Yay!
Yes.
I'll clap for that.
So I know you were all together with like
All of our
Chris, all the
siblings,
sisters, all the brothers, all the everybody,
Sibs and Sigs.
and the
Sibs and Sigs.
boyfriends and girlfriends. It was a really nice youthful trip. How do you guys celebrate that? And that news in Turks and Caicos, like what was it like out there?
Truthfully,
Y'all didn't even celebrate it, huh? Don't be.
Y'all bought the island. They were like, ball out! Ball out! Like, we own Turks! It's called Ayesha and Steph now.
You know what? We
I got my
didn't.
passport.
I think we'd been looking forward to. And anyway, he didn't even sign really until we got back from the trip, and
So
so
you're just
I
gonna
think
negate my whole question, is what you're gonna?
no, I think we were we'd been planning this trip for a while, and I think we were so excited to be able to have that time with like our siblings and their significant others, because we don't get to do that with how lengthy the season is. You know, there's never time for anything. So I think we were just so focused on that everything else like came later.
That's dope.
It's obviously too though, like it's a jump in some. I mean, honestly, a jump in some kind of life. I mean,
Yeah.
in lifestyle. I mean, you know, in the NBA, we often would talk about Steph's contract as like one of the most, before this one, the most underpaid contracts, given the success that he ended up having. It was like, you know, and now this huge jump for mere mortals like myself. Like, can you know? Because I'm trying to tell the difference between like 50,000 and 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you put these numbers into perspective? And are there big goals you guys have as a family, perhaps?
No.
So you're not going to adopt an African child. You're at that tax bracket to do that.
Good. Don't get me started on that, because I be trying to bring kids home off the street. Oh my gosh, don't get me started.
Free
on
and
that.
secure, you could have brought me home. You could've brought me home.
Honestly, I don't think much is going to change, because he still looks at my Whole Foods bills.
Oh, because
It's like, why so much on this chicken?
Really? Listen, a grape from Whole Foods, one grape is like $5. I was like, for
One grape is not. You ever had the cotton candy grapes from Trader Joe's?
Ooh, that sounds like we got. Okay, so
Right,
I know we don't
sorry.
have.
We're
that much
wrapping
time
up
with
right
you.
now, so
we're
we're
gonna do some games. Are you
Oh
we're gonna
yeah,
have
I
fun.
love games.
We're gonna wrap up.
Okay, so you guys have been called the Corey and Topanga of.
I love them.
Yeah, the Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
So they're like, you guys are like the Corey and Topanga, but we have other couples. And which one are you most like? So are you more like Dwayne and Whitley from A Different World, or Sinclair and Overton? Doug and Patty Mayonnaise?
What was up with Patty's hair?
Nikki
Anyway,
Nikki
not my
Parker
business.
or Professor Ogilvy?
Dwayne and Whitley.
Dwayne, why?
Because I'm so naggy. I just nag all day long. It's so annoying. I feel so bad for him sometimes. But it is what it is.
See, I love that. See, don't
like
change,
honesty.
ladies. Don't let them tell you that you never gonna get
And he
nobody.
has a side taper. He has a side taper now. It's perfect. And he wears those glasses just like him.
Oh, really? Okay, like real life, they really are. Okay, one more game.
Okay.
These are quick hitters, so
Okay.
just
Ooh,
move.
okay.
All right.
We only got time for one more.
Well,
We have so
okay.
much.
Well, what time is it?
No, let's say that one for last. Let's that game for last. We have time.
What
for a
time is
couple
it?
more.
No, this is the last game.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. You gotta go.
Okay. I was like, my bad.
All right, quick hitters. You can get with this or you can get with that. So pick one or the other. Lemonade or 444?
Lemonade.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I was just listening to 444 in the bathroom before I came here.
It's totally fine to pick that album too.
No, Lemonade.
Okay, Lemonade. Okay. I'm
Property
also
Bro-
putting out a think piece on 444 as well, so it's coming
Ooh,
soon.
Ros.
Kidding, but weren't yelling your feelings.
Property Brothers or Fixer Upper?
Fixer Upper. I
Yo,
love Chip and Jo.
Shiplap. How much do you love Shiplap?
Shiplap.
I love Shiplap.
Yes, I want that shirt. It's a shiplap on it.
All right. From Insecure, Team Lawrence or Team Issa?
Choose wisely. season 3 depends on this.
Ooh, Team Lawrence. Team Issa.
Team Issa.
Ooh, good answer.
You know what?
Wait, why?
Team, yeah.
Why?
Because I love Issa.
Okay, good. And people like she cheated. I was like, well, he was also about.
And I just feel like
You're
I'm
right.
the cheating.
She did.
And Lawrence tried. Lawrence tried to do the right thing the whole time.
But
Okay,
then that
Mikey.
hook, line, and sinker at the end when oh my God, when she went to go get she saw the keys sitting,
Yeah.
oh my God.
And he took the
I-
pillow.
no,
he
no,
took the pillow.
And I
with the girl.
and I knew he was going to be with that girl. I saw it coming the
Yeah,
whole time.
yeah.
But by the
Okay.
way, in real life, what's Lawrence's deal?
You mean Jay?
Yeah, Jay.
Jay Ellis? I was like, Lawrence is also a character, not a real life person. Deal in what sense?
He's married.
No, he's not.
I'm kidding.
I was like, oh, we gonna talk about we gonna send her those like I'm ready. Okay, Drake or Chance the Rapper? Hey, I
yourself in
feel
trouble.
like blessings. Chance. Okay. That's not right or wrong answer.
But you know what? Drake tried to poke fun at you at
Exactly.
the NBA Awards, so you can have some fun here too.
That's it. That's it.
He gonna be mad though.
You mad, but we good.
All right. Salted caramel ice cream or cookies and cream?
Cookies and cream.
Nice.
Okay. Sneakers or heels?
Sneakers.
Okay. NIV or Message Bible?
Oh, NIV.
NIV?
Yeah.
Little Kim or Nicki Minaj?
Lil'
Kim.
Yo, don't you want to rumble with the beat, huh? Throw a hex on your
Whole
Tayana
family
killed that.
dressed in all black
Like the Omen.
Have your friends in. This is how you
my
know
homie.
me. Now you know me.
Make it move
So quick.
Okay.
Fuck, whatever.
Where are you?
Okay. Oh, sorry.
She's from Canada. She's from Canada.
Wednesday night youth group.
Aisha, don't let Aisha play us like that because you were just on stage freestyle rapping with E40.
Oh, yes. E40 said he wants me to come on with Sick With It record.
He said that to me too, and he was dead serious.
Let's do it.
No, about you.
Oh, really?
Wait,
I think I'm going to do it.
What would your rapper name be? Because Ros gave me a stripper name.
What is it?
I love Jesus too much, but
Jesus.
my thing is like if I had like flat abs, I believe I would be a stripper. So God gives me a humble pouch.
But she is all about the Lord and Savior, so I said her stripper name would be Chocolate Testimony.
But she's like,
What would your rapper name be?
well, I said Young Ish, but that's so boring.
Because you're gonna grow up.
My middle name, Big Mama. My middle
Big
name
Mama?
is Disa. Please, I dropped it when I got
Disa.
married.
I
So
like
maybe
that.
I just be called Disa,
Decent with the grills. Oh, that'd be dope though.
and then I could spell it out a lot. DISA.
D-I-S-A.
Yeah.
They call
You
me
know what they
Disa.
say?
Let's ask what my parents were thinking though when they named me.
Right.
Ayesha Disa.
All right.
Disa. Okay.
Last
It
question
rhymes.
of the game. Trap queen or bad and bougie?
Which best describes you?
Bad and bougie.
I think that's
Aren't we
awesome.
all?
I'm not bougie though. I'm not bougie.
You say you're not bougie?
No.
Bougie's not a bad word.
It's not a bad thing.
I mean,
It's not anymore.
I don't think it's a
not
bad thing.
anymore. You can recreate it.
I think like Sadiddy
I have
is
bougie
bad.
tendencies.
So you Bougetto. Are you Bougetto?
Yeah.
You, okay, I see you.
Aisha, it is so good to have you on. Thank you
had a lot
for
of
so
joining
much.
us.
Thank you.
Y'all give it up.
Can I say one more thing?
Absolutely.
So when I was watching Insecure, I noticed you were in the kitchen cooking and you had the Cravings cookbook.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that.
So
We're gonna
thank
fix
you.
that.
That's all.
We got it right.
The next time, so season 3, we have homies. It's back in the kitchen. Sorry, John Legend. We can't have no more cooks on the show. I was like, yeah. So we're gonna fix that. And you know, when Molly gets her life together, and find somebody that she wants to cook for. We're gonna make sure we have one of your recipes, the glazed salmon.
Yeah. Or the brown sugar chicken.
You have your brown sugar bag.
What'd you say? What'd you say? What did you say?
No, the brown sugar chicken.
Oh, that's your favorite in the cookbook. Brown sugar chicken. All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for having us.